Hey Virgo, welcome to your weekly forecast for July 11th through the 17th. This is going to be for Virgo Sun, Moon, and Rising. I am setting the intention for a 7-day period of time. However, you might see this video in a few weeks, a few months, a few years. You're going to stumble upon it whenever you're meant to hear the messages that are in it. Keep in mind, this is a general reading for the collective. Therefore, not every single message is going to resonate, and that's okay. Take what does, leave what doesn't. Let's see what's coming up here for our Virgo friends. One more shuffle. And we're going to get right on into it. Virgos, I feel like you guys are going to have a lot of fun this summer. I don't know why I'm feeling that or sensing that. Maybe some of you have been going through some stressful energy and you're just really ready to let loose. We are coming into a full moon this week, however, so we're going to see what's coming up for you around the full moon energies. But I'm just feeling intuitively that a lot of you Virgos may be having a lot of fun for the remainder of the summer. First card coming up here is the Judgment card. And this is a major arcana card. I'm trying to think who else had the Judgment card. I think Cancer had it. So some of you could be dealing with a Cancer or coming at some kind of a crossroads or a big major life decision with a Cancer. Or if you have a Cancer placement, I would suggest checking out that video for this week, because there might be some parallels or some important additional messages for you in that video. But the Judgment card is a major arcana card, and the major arcana cards are always going to come up anytime that we're at a significant new beginning, a significant crossroads, and the things that we're dealing with are directly connected to what we came here to learn and what we came here to accomplish. So even though I'm reading for this week, this is energy that's going to be around for a while. Things are happening in the next 7 days that may be setting a series of events into motion for you. The Judgment card can also come up when we're feeling led or guided to answer some kind of a calling. We're feeling like we're wanting to be helpful in some way, or fulfill some kind of life work or some kind of mission, a way in which we're wanting to bring about better change or be of service. So some of you may be feeling a pull or a calling here. Judgment card also sometimes comes up for me in my readings when you're reevaluating your life. You're just kind of looking at your life and you're like, what do I want? And am I really on track for that? Am I really aligned with it? You may be looking at the alignment in your life. And so you may be feeling like you're coming into a time of having to make some big decisions here. I do feel here, Virgo, that some of you feel that by embracing what you want, there are going to be people in your life that are very disappointed by your decisions, maybe even a little bit embarrassed because they're not where you're at. They don't see life and they don't see the world the way that you see life and the way that you see the world. You know, they may still be asleep. They're not quite awake, and they may be very much in the old paradigms and like, this is how it's supposed to be and this is how it has to be. And they might feel like you're going really, really, really into like super unconventional territory, and they might be like, this is unheard of. Why would you do this? So there could be some people that feel like you're kind of going in a direction that they have a hard time understanding, and that maybe for some of you it kind of bothers you that they have this mindset of like it's something embarrassing for them. And so this might be something you're thinking about, like, am I really ready to do this? Am I really ready to take this leap? Because you may feel that by going down this path or going down this road, you may be alienating certain people. And so some of you are maybe pondering this and weighing this in your mind. The next card that's coming up here for Virgo is the Sun, another major arcana card. Now we have major arcana cards coming in back to back. For me, in my readings, when we have major arcana cards coming in back to back, this is telling me that this is a time of big changes in a short period of time. This is gonna be a lot of the times also where we're breaking out of past life contracts and agreements and coming into new agreements, making new agreements with the universe. Major arcana cards, as I said, this is energy that's going to be around for a while. The Sun card does have association with the astrological sign of Leo. Some of you could be dealing with a Leo or somebody that has a significant Leo placement. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. There could be a Leo in question here. If you have Leo placements, there could be big changes or big shifts happening for you in those houses or in those areas of your life. Now, the Sun card is very positive. So if we're talking about energy that's going to be around for a while, like the Sun card is great, right? All day, every day, like very welcomed energy. Sun card is about being acknowledged. It's about being seen. It's about success. I'm hearing that some of you are creating like a stellar reputation for yourself, or like a stellar, if you're doing something where you're putting yourself out in the public eye or in the community, like I feel like you're coming into this time where like people can't say anything bad about you. There's just absolutely positively, like you're walking the walk, you're talking the talk, you're the real deal here. And so there's a sense of like being celebrated and being seen in a very positive light. The the Sun card also comes up for me when you're breaking out of codependent energies or codependent relationships. Since the Sun card is so much about being really fully embraced and accepted and celebrated, and it's also associated with true love, a lot of the times I see this card come up when you're breaking out of codependent cycles and you're coming into a time of having healthier relationships where you don't have to play small, or you aren't dealing with competitive people. And this can be in terms of family, this can be in terms of friendships, this can be in terms of love life, but you're finding that you're going to be in situations with people where they're celebrating you and they're happy when you're getting ahead. They're happy when you're getting attention. They're not trying to compete with you. There's nothing but complete and total trust. Some of you Virgos, even though I do love readings separate on my channel, and I have the love readings for July linked in the description of the video, I feel some of you Virgos have found yourself in situations a lot of the times where you've been ghosted, and this is not going to happen for you anymore. You're breaking out of that cycle, or you're breaking out of that experience. Like, oh gosh, I keep getting ghosted. Like, you're coming into connections with people that aren't going to ghost you, or a relationship with someone who's not going to ghost you. Like, this is a direct person. If they have, fears or worries or insecurities, they're going to let you know. But I don't think they're going to have fears or worries or insecurities. I think this is why you got ghosted. People just kind of felt like maybe they weren't going to be able to impress you, or they lied to you from the beginning, and then they got to know you better, and they're like, oh, whoa, Virgo's like, Virgo's pretty top notch here. I'm just going to cut my losses while I can, and I'm just going to dip out. Like, they didn't want to face it. They didn't want to tell you the truth. This is someone who doesn't have anything to hide, right? So there's someone like confidence. This is somebody who's the real deal. So they have no reason to ghost you. They have no reason to run away. Sun card is like true love, playfulness, happy inner child, people who celebrate you, who are happy to see you do well, and vice versa. So it's a very like, there's a sense of independence here and freedom, but also like gaiety, playfulness, celebration, happy times, happy, companionship or company. And so this is something a lot of you may be coming into. The butterfly is really jumping out at me, so I feel like a lot of you are, coming out of your cocoon, fully embracing your transformation. Like, this is it. You're ready to fly. You're ready to experience. You're ready to see things. So this is kind of confirming for me what I felt, that I felt like the remainder of the summer, a lot of you Virgos are going to be having a lot of fun. Maybe even traveling, coming into a time where you're going to do a lot of traveling. Now, the next card coming up here for you all is the Seven of Cups. And Seven of Cups is going to be coming up for us in a few different ways. Sometimes the Seven of Cups can come up when we feel like we're dreaming, like things are going so well, something feels like a dream come true. We're like, I can't believe that this has manifested, or I can't believe my eyes that this is actually coming into fruition. You may feel like something has developed quite suddenly that is quite literally a dream come true for you. Seven of Cups can also come up when we're all of a sudden presented with many different options, or we begin to realize, we begin to open our eyes and we begin to realize, hey, you know what? I have some options here. I have some choices. There are several directions I could go in. And then we feel kind of stuck. We're like, oh my goodness, what if I make the wrong choice? What if I make the wrong decision? And we may procrastinate. We may kind of freeze up because we're not sure which cup to focus on, or which door we want to go down. And you may be waiting for a sign, like, okay, maybe my angels and guides will show me which cup. But this is a free will decision situation. You have to choose. The lesson here is for you to learn to choose. So maybe if you're feeling a little bit overwhelmed because you're like, there's a lot of different things I can do here, there's a lot of directions I can go in, go ahead and write down a list of these options, a list of these possibilities. And then one by one, daydream and imagine yourself living that life. Which ones of these scenarios make you the happiest? Which ones of these scenarios really feel good to you when you see yourself in that reality in your mind? Once you've done this and you have that narrowed down, go ahead and start doing your research. What do I need to do to make this happen? How much time is it going to take? How much money is it going to cost me? How might I come up with that time or that money? Do I need to get a certification? Do I need some kind of special tools or licensing, or whatever it might be? And so do the research. What are the steps? How do I make this happen? And write that all down. Once you've done this, it's going to be very clear right in front of you, there on paper, staring back at you. You're going to have a plan. And it's going to be very clear to you which ones of these options you can start on now, and which ones of these options are going to be bigger goals that you're going to work your way up to over time as you're accomplishing the ones that are a little easier to accomplish right now in the immediate future. So then you're going from being stuck to having a very clear plan, maybe for the next few years, even for some of you. Virgo, I feel some of you are on the verge of building something big. And you may have been doing something quite some time in terms of self-employment or projects or things that you've been wanting to kind of get off the ground. And you may have had delays in your life. You may have encountered certain blocks. But I feel here with this energy, you're coming into clarity of mind and you're setting something up that's going to really branch out quite effortlessly into different avenues. So if you're doing something in terms of self-employment, it's going to branch out to different products, different services, different collaborations, and it's going to branch out into more than one stream of income or more than one stream of revenue. I feel some of you are building like a brand here, but a brand that is going to be far-reaching into a lot of different services, products, areas of life. I feel this energy here with the Seven of Cups for some of you. The next card that's coming up here for Virgo is the Queen of Wands. So again, this could be fire sign energy. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. It could also be you coming into taking action. Okay, now I did say that we're coming into full moon energy, and a lot of the times full moon energy causes us to release. Queen of Wands sometimes comes up for me in my readings when you're going to be having a lot of anger coming to the surface. And a lot of the times when anger comes to the surface, we tell ourselves, oh, this is negative. I don't want to be negative. I don't want to be toxic. Let me be productive. Let me, go and do some cleaning, or hit the gym, or, not think about it, or whatever it might be. We might be tempted to just kind of dismiss this anger. And the Queen of Wands wants you to know anger is not a negative thing. It's not a toxic thing. What makes something negative or toxic comes down to how we're processing it and what we're dealing with it. So anger is much like fire. You can use fire to sterilize materials and metals, to disinfect them, to cook your food, to keep yourself warm, to scare off wild animals and give yourself a sense of protection if you're in the wilderness. Melt down materials and forge tools and, create with it. You can do so much with fire. You can also use it to do harm, to destroy, to burn down. And anger is the same. So as this anger is coming to the surface, channel it into creating. Use it as motivation to move you forward, to propel you forward, to be fed up enough to say, I deserve more than this and I'm going to have it. I deserve more than this and I'm going to get it, right? Embrace that fed up energy because it's propelling you and moving you forward. When I see the Queen of Wands, you're waking up, you're realizing how much you bring to the table, how much you have to offer, and you're not taking, anything less. You're not playing small. You're not giving people discounts. You're going for what you deserve. So this Queen of Wands energy is coming into a sense of deservingness, right? Receiving what you deserve and allowing this anger to move you forward and to propel you forward. Virgo, this is very positive energy, right? I feel like this is come up energy. You're coming into a significant come up, a glow up, or whatever they call it these days. I also feel here that with this Queen of Wands energy, some of you may be coming off as very outspoken or very direct. You may find yourself in a situation where you're not mincing words. Maybe there's things that you were holding back or you weren't saying in a situation. And albeit I do feel like you're being respectful, I don't feel like you're flying off the handle, but you're letting people know, like you're speaking in a very bold way. And I feel this might be something that people are noticing about you. They might even feel a little bit intimidated by you. They're like, whoa, Virgo is not pulling any punches right now. Virgo is just telling it how it is. They're not worried. They're not concerned about how people are going to take it. You're just being very truthful, telling it like it is. You may be calling people out more than usual too here during this full moon time or this full moon energy. You may want to check out your moon sign and rising sign videos. Some weeks your moon sign or rising sign is going to resonate with you more than your sun sign. Love readings for July are linked in the description of the video. If you want to check out the love messages for July, you can definitely do that. If you would like to schedule a private reading with me, there's a link in the description of the video that will take you to my scheduling page, calendly.com/amethystangelite. And for those of you who don't know, every single day on the channel, I start the day off with a daily message that a lot of people have found helpful. So if you think you want to start your day off with a daily message, be sure to check those out here as well. I thank you all for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. I hope you all have a fabulous week ahead and hope to see you all in the dailies as well. Be well, my dears. Bye.